Parliament by law has given them that power. And that is not a recent power. That's a power that the Guyana Revenue Authority had for decades and has been exercising that power for decades. It's only the unlearned who would have heard of this power for the first time.
That was the Attorney General of Guyana, Anil Nandlall, who recently reminded the nation that import tax and duty-free concessions review by the Guyana Revenue Authority, GRA, is nothing new. Nandlall made those statements while addressing the AzruddinMohamed GRA brewing legal battle over a fleet of vehicles imported by Mr. Mohammed several years ago. Hit that subscribe button for instant updates on this story and stick around for more important details. And do let us know your views in the comment section below. AzruddinMohamed revealed that the vehicles owned by the Mohameds were imported into Guyana 4 years ago. However, the GRA, a government revenue collections agency, has legal powers to re-engage customers years later if the records suggest that the taxes and duties were not properly assessed on imported goods. AzruddinMohamed's transaction with the GRA is no exception, regardless of his family's monetary status in Guyana or past political affiliation with certain members of the current government. What's significant is that Attorney General Nandlall says the Mohameds exposed themselves to scrutiny from the GRA when a male Mohamed boasted publicly of how much taxes were paid for the vehicles in question.
This thing started when one of the Mohammeds decided to publish what duties were paid in relation to the importation of these vehicles. He did that voluntarily, and he would have drawn to the attention of the Guyana Revenue Authority taxes that were paid, or the duties that were paid, were far less than should have been paid.
Nandlall further revealed that Mr. Mohamed's conduct triggered what is called a post-audit investigation by the GRA, essentially shooting himself in the foot.
Those are the circumstances under which a post-audit exercise is normally triggered. When there is an ex post facto realization that duties were not properly assessed. GRA will have to explain, and some officer who did that assessment will have to explain why the assessment was done in the way that it was done.
On April 5, 2025, GRA and customs enforcement officials attempted but failed to seize several luxury vehicles owned by the Mohameds that are said to be in breach of customs and excise and or revenue laws or regulations. The seizure operation failed in part due to a tense confrontation with AzruddinMohamed's supporters and a last-minute temporary restraining order by the Guyana High Court. In reacting to what transpired, AzruddinMohamed suggested that he is being singled out and targeted for political reasons. He questioned why the GRA is after him for vehicles cleared at customs 4 years ago. Azruddin further alleged that the transactions related to the clearance of the vehicles were approved by persons, quote, high up. He even threatened to expose the individuals involved.
Very soon I have a lot of things to put in the public domain who instructed the release of these vehicles. It came from high up when the vehicles arrived in this country. I have all the proof, and I will expose it so the public can see how wicked and vindictive these persons are.
You can skip over to our channel page to view that video and let us know what you think. 6 of the Mohameds' expensive luxury vehicles are under investigation and are at risk of being seized by the GRA. They include 2 Toyota Land Cruisers, a Lamborghini Roadster, and a Ferrari. The Revenue Authority, in a statement, said it attempted to seize and retain the vehicles owned by the Mohameds due to a violation of the Remigrant Duty-Free Agreement and taxes owed. We understand that the total outstanding revenue taxes for the 4 vehicles is close to $1 billion Guyana dollars. AzruddinMohamed thinks otherwise. He strongly asserted that he's been targeted because he hinted at entering Guyana's 2025 elections as a presidential candidate. This essentially makes him a political opponent of the present government, with which the Mohameds enjoyed a close relationship before there was bad blood. So far, Azruddin has attracted supporters from diverse communities throughout Guyana, many of whom he has provided with charitable goods to help improve their living conditions. His supporters believe his rising popularity among voters presents a strong threat to the current political establishment. Subsequently, on April 8, 2025, the High Court issued a temporary injunction preventing the GRA from carrying out its planned seize and possess operation on Mr. Mohamed's vehicles. Let us know what you think about this ongoing battle between the Mohameds and GRA and about Anil Nandlall's statements on the matter. Remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.